Hello, ladies. Just give us a couple of seconds, please. The video is on and off and on and off. We'll be on in about 30 seconds. Stay right where you are. Try again. Here we are. And we're back. Okay. So I hope you can see me. Give me a thumbs up if you can. And if you can use your emojis, or you can say hi in the chat box. Make sure that you are in the chat box saying hello. Okay, great. That's great. Thank you. And say hi and tell me where you're from. Okay, you're in your nightgown. Okay, I was going to ask. Okay, let's go there. What are you wearing to this webinar that is all about the power of personal style? Let's start right there, shall we? What are you wearing to this webinar that is about the power of personal style, the science of enclosed cognition? Hello, beautiful Lily, signing in from Florida. Claire from Shady Beach, nice to have you. Hello, Colleen. Hello, Michelle. From Ireland, welcome. Say hi. Get used to saying hello, okay? This is your training ground to connect wherever you go, online, in store, and everywhere. Tell me where you're dialing in from. You're wearing I Love My Body t-shirt, a pair of overalls, your husband's favorite. I like that, Rebecca Lynn. I like that. Okay, yes. Hello, Betsy, North Carolina, driving and traveling, not able to be on your camera. That's no problem, love. That's no problem. But you're here. Okay, we have a nice, small, select focus group today. 1 hour, all right? We have 1 hour. Let's see if we can stay on track with that. Peggy, hello, North Carolina, welcome. Make sure that in your chat box, ladies, you are replying to everyone. If you click on your chat box, you'll see that there's an option to message only host and panelists, or everyone, or individuals. Make sure you are set, Peggy, to everyone, and then your messages will go into the chat box, okay? All right. Rebecca, you're not seeing me. Not sure what you need to do. Okay, my love, go to you should have settings. I'm not sure what device you're on. And your video setting, your icon needs to just be selected to on. So see if you can do that. I'll wait for you for a few seconds. But if you're on your phone or on your desktop or your iPad, you will have your audio icon, you'll have your video icon, and you want to make sure that it's activated to on. Right up front, ladies, I'm going to let you know I have got such incredible hay fever right now. I've probably sneezed over 150 times today. My eyes have been streaming. I live on a wine estate in beautiful winelands in South Africa, and it's spray season, okay? So everything has just been pouring out of me. I did my 5K run this morning, but I've got my tissues here next to me because I have just been streaming all day long. That is just a little disclaimer. Okay, Peggy, if you can't see everyone. This is a webinar, unlike a Zoom call where you can see everybody. That's the only thing I don't like about a webinar, is I can't see your pretty faces, but you can see my face, and I'm going to show you some slides because this is a visual conversation, and the main thing is that you see what we're talking about. Okay, so we're going to get started right away. I'm going to go over to our slides and share my screen, and then we'll go from there. Peggy, I hope you can come right. Just go and double check your video icon, okay? Or if you need to hop back on again, and that can also work. All right, let's go over. I'm going to share my screen, and then we're going to get started, and we're going to jump right in, okay? So here we go. Just give me a thumbs up again, please, if you can see what I can see in front of me. I don't have the chat box open, so you're going to have to give me some emojis, all right? So please do that. Just tell me if you can see what I'm seeing. In fact, let me open the chat box, and then I can see a little bit of what's going on. Okay, so we're going to go through some slides, a little bit of groundwork, and then we're going to just get into some practicals, okay? I have promised you 3 things, 3 items that are going to be slimming and that are going to be confidence boosting. Okay, lovely. Rebecca, you're all sorted. Well done. Well done. Okay, you should be able to see and to open up the chat box at the same time, but stay where you are. That's great. Okay, I'm going to be giving you those 3 things, but I'm actually going to be giving you 10 tips, okay? 10 tips about your body, about your closet, and about personal style, just to give you a boost and to show you how simple things can be. Let's go. In 1 hour, we're going to be looking at the truth about your beauty, the problem, and the solution in 60 minutes, okay? And this is an important question you want to ask yourself throughout life is, what is the truth? If you have questions, you are welcome to drop them into the chat box if you see something that you really have a question on. But if it can wait till the end, that's also great. So make a note of your question. I will be taking questions at the end. And yes, we have had some questions about the Dress to Connect online course. I will be answering those as we go through the program as well. And if you're not in Dress to Connect yet and you're wondering what the next step is, stay and play until the end. Those who come on a Saturday, especially to a live webinar like this, we always give a much better price online than anywhere else on, live than anywhere else online. Okay, so if you are thinking about getting started with Dress to Connect, you will get the best price here today. So do stay and play. And then any other questions you've got, pop them into the chat box. Okay, so what is the truth? The truth is you are beautiful and you are awesomely and wondrously made. Most of us have the same faith. It doesn't matter if we don't. If you believe in something very different, I welcome you here and I love that you're here. Most of us have a Christian faith, and therefore we have a belief in the Creator and His Son Yeshua, and that we are from creation, designed in His image. If you believe something different, that's absolutely no problem. You are still beautiful. You are awesomely and wondrously made, and you have a powerful purpose in life. All right, so let's get into the fact that you are called to arise and shine. That is another powerful statement of truth. These are facts. This is why you keep shopping, because you are called to get up, dress up. It's why you want to be better and stronger. It's why you're learning. It's why you invest in yourself. It's a natural part of your human design. What else is the truth? You have a spirit of courage, you have a spirit of power, and you have a spirit of self-discipline. So when it comes to starting something, you are able to finish it. And if you need help with that, that's what I do. You are able to start and finish something, get stronger and better and faster, and move on to the next level. That's why we went from babies to walking, to running, to riding, to climbing trees, to jumping out of airplanes. We are designed to be better, faster, and stronger. You're designed to play to win. There is nothing wrong with being grateful for everything that you have. Maybe you've got a beautiful family, maybe you've got an amazing career, but you still want more. Don't be fooled that that is selfish. It's not selfish. Look at this beautiful woman dressing down in her gray and her black and her brown, Harriet. And she said to me years ago, Linda, I'm sick and tired of gray and black and brown. Look at that shape. Who would you hire if this was in front of you? Who would you maybe seek out to get some advice from? Who would you trust more? Who would you think is more professional? The science behind what you wear is something that will give you more power, more purpose, and more profit in your life. The evidence abounds. So we've established that you're beautiful, you are loved, you are highly valued, and that is the truth. It's not to say that you don't go through things that knock this out of you a little bit. That's not what happens to you. It's how we respond to it. It's how we overcome it that establishes our future, right? So this is the problem, though. You've taken such good care of everybody else that you have lost yourself somewhere along the way, and that has produced a stressed out, burnt out version of you. Your mother, your wife, your business woman, or you're working for a company, you're involved in your community, you're involved in your church, take care of your kids, your grandkids. You are probably someone who has or still does suffer from people pleasing, because there's something about saying no that women struggle with. If you need help with that, make sure that you stay to the end. I've got a script that will change your life. It's a one-liner. Maybe you have gained weight through your perimenopause or your menopause season, and that is challenging all of its own. That knocks your confidence. Then you start criticizing and hiding your body. This starts a long time ago, though. I mean, it starts when we are little girls, because this is the world we live in. It celebrates and highlights a skinny size 0, size 1, size 2, and 27, 28, 35. After that, you've kind of reached your expiry date. Then what? Okay, it's not rude to ask a woman her age. I want you to remember that. If you've got questions around that, ask me at the end. Maybe you've been told your whole life you're too bold. I have been told that my whole damn life. Let me tell you something. It just means you're keeping the wrong company. It doesn't mean that you're too bold. If you've got ideas and passion, that's how you were designed. That's how you should be dressing. You can build something out of that. I have done that. Maybe you bought into the lie that beauty is on the inside only. That is religious BS that we have got to squash ASAP. Okay? The righteous are as bold as a lion. You are called to arise and shine. Maybe you have been divorced once or twice, and that has somehow become your identity. Like, who are you? You're divorced. That is not who you are. That is just something that happened to you. I'm twice divorced. I know the pain and the brutal, the agony that goes with that. But that's not who I am. I'm not divorced. That's not part of my identity. That is just something that I've experienced in life. So, in the words of the late great Nelson Mandela, there is no passion to be found in playing small, in living a life than the one that you are capable of living. And this is a powerful, powerful statement of truth. I had the incredible privilege of meeting this amazing man in 1998 when I was in my 20s. And I will never forget that day and how he impressed upon me that we need to always be rising up and going after what we feel is put on the calling on our lives. And how do we do that? We get up, we dress up, and we shine our light, and we go out there. So if you're playing small, then this is for you. If you have been in hiding, especially with your body, then today is for you. If you're dressing down and blending into the background, friend, this is costing you a lot. If you're feeling overlooked and not taken seriously and frumpy and frustrated, and because of that you are dressing down, you are losing out on opportunities, on income, on profit, on so many things. Dressing down, hiding, comparing, sacrificing your life at the altar of man is basically what you're doing. Why? Because the world told you that you don't look the part. We need to break that agreement. And it's done easily by one thing, and I'm going to show you how, okay? Enough with that. And on the topic of enough, I don't believe that you're enough. Nowhere in the good book do I see that you are enough or that I'm enough. That doesn't make me feel courageous and beautiful and powerful. You're not enough. You are a royal priesthood. You are a set-apart nation. You are beautiful. You are the apple of his eye. And talking about faith, isn't it true that God doesn't care about what we wear? I mean, does he? Have you ever been to the scriptures when it comes to clothing and color and your body? He is the original fashion designer, my friend. There is so much in the Bible about clothing, about beauty, about color, about texture, about style, about getting dressed, about cloaks. I love this one, Job. When the sea burst forth from the womb, when I made clouds its garments, thick darkness is its swaddling band. I love that. He talks about clothing and being dressed and suited and ready so many times. These are just a handful of some of my favorites. It says in Colossians, whatever you do, do all of it as if unto him. It doesn't say except how you dress or don't worry about your hair. It doesn't say that. And by the way, your hair is a very big part of your personal style. He made the soil, the water, the cotton, the silk, the wool that you wear day to day. And you think he doesn't care about what you wear? He cares about everything. There is faith and fashion training in my course. If you're interested, I can answer questions for you later. This is a beautiful client of mine, Melinda, a pastor's wife, who also went to the scriptures and realized, oh my gosh, that's what I've been missing. Another beautiful client who believed that beauty is on the inside only and discovered what a blessing and what a vehicle the personal style is. That fashion is there to inspire us and to help us establish our personal brand. So think about this for a minute. When a confident, well-dressed woman walks into the room, all heads turn, right? Instantly, she commands attention and respect and admiration. Have you ever thought about why that is? It's because the world rewards confidence and excellence. Here goes my nose again. My eyes and my nose are streaming. Dressing well communicates that. Excuse me, ladies. I am still streaming from all of this hay fever. So when you dress well, and you walk into a room, instantly, without saying a word, without knowing anybody there, people will assume that you are professional, that you are smart, that you are capable, organized, that you are trustworthy, that you are all of these things without saying a word. Think about how powerful that is. Style is just a skill, and it's also a confidence booster and a language all of its own. But like another beautiful client of mine, you don't get dressed to be the center of attention. And if that's something that you've been concerned about, I teach how to get up, dress up, and be the center of influence. That right there is the game changer. So I'm going to be giving you 10 tips toward a beautiful wardrobe that is going to help you to look beautiful, feel confident, and attract amazing people and opportunities. Because here's more truth. You are either attracting or repelling people and opportunities based on how you dress. I'd love to know what you're wearing right now. Open up your chat box and tell me, those of you who haven't replied yet, what are you wearing to this webinar that is all about your body and about confidence and about beauty and about personal style? Those of you who haven't answered, I'd love you to do that. Okay, so let's continue. Yep, you can put it in the chat box. Thank you. Number one, here's your first tip. I would love you to read this book, Abba's Child by Brennan Manning. That is the name of the book. It is a game changer. It's going to remind you who you are. It's going to put you back on track. And that one-liner that got me stopping to, criticizing myself years ago, it says, God mourns our preoccupation with our low self-esteem. We cannot walk around as women of faith quoting scriptures and giving scriptures to our friends to encourage them when we do not love the woman in the mirror. It's not authentic, and you want authenticity in your life. It's not trustworthy, and you want trusting people in your life. It starts with the woman in the mirror. If you have questions, you're so welcome to pop it in the chat box, okay? I want to be talking with you today, and I can't see you. And so I would love for you to ask your questions or make your comments in the chat box if you want to. All right, that's the only way I can see you. You were designed to look and feel beautiful. It's why you keep shopping. It's why you keep shopping and you're buying the wrong stuff. And the only reason you're buying the wrong stuff is because you don't have the recipe. You've got to stop buying the stuff, learn the skill, and that's where everything changes. So point number 2 is self-esteem. It is so important as women that we don't wrap our identity around that which we do, okay? So, for example, your profession does not equal your purpose. When I ask people what their purpose is, they will talk about being a coach, being a singer, being an educator, an inspirer, a helper. Thank you for that. Beautiful blue with a turtleneck and tan pants and bling. I love that. Jeans and favorite dark red casual sweater. Nice. Just finished my morning run. Hello, Jamie. Running with my group, so I'm still in my workout clothes. Awesome to have you here, my love. Okay, so if you wrap so much of your identity around the fact that you are a business owner, that you're a director, that you are a speaker, that you're an inspirer, an educator, that you are an engineer, that you are Mrs. Johnson, what happens when those things get taken away? What happens when you get divorced? What happens when you lose a limb, God forbid? What happens when things change and you no longer do that? You know what happens? You lose your identity, and that's a very, very scary place to be. You don't want to be there. The simplest way to do that is to separate your purpose from your profession. You are not what you do. You do what you do. That's not who you are, though. You are a woman first, before you are a mother, before you are a wife, before you are a businesswoman. Well, okay, let's not go there. This world needs women to be women, okay? So this is why this is for women. This is for women, by women, and about women. Okay, so Janet, dressed up to a fun, refreshing Saturday vibe, white Chris shirt, silver holes on lapels, light blue fitted tee, light barrel bottoms, mesh silver crystal studded ballet style shoes. Janet, you just blessed the socks right off of my feet. Beautiful, I love that. Couple of you in your PJ still and your tacky tracky, that's okay. We can move on. So when you wrap your identity around your role, this is what happens. You become a people pleaser, you become a control freak, and your confidence is limited to your role, to that which you do. You can't do that. You've got to flip the switch on that, okay? So we'll get into that. And by the way, divorced is not who you are, like I said. It is just something that has happened. I have got so many clients and members in our community who've been stuck post-divorce for 9 years, 19 years. I spoke to a woman the other day, 19 years. She's been struggling to get over her divorce. Ladies, this is not who you are. I know it's hard. I'm in this year, I filed for divorce. It is freaking brutal, but I've been very intentional about it. I'm processing, I'm working through the stages. I'm incredibly self-aware. I'm podcasting, I'm reading, I'm resting. I'm working through this. I'm drinking no alcohol, no caffeine, no sugar, because I want to be as awake as possible during this rough season of my life. because I know it's going to strengthen me. It already is. And in no storm lasts forever. If you're in a storm, there will come an end and you will be stronger on the other side. As cheesy as it sounds, that's how it works. Style is just a skill. And if you are in that season, then dressing up and dressing well is going to help to restore your confidence. Okay, this is one of the habits you want to create is a get up, dress up routine. At number 3 is style is just a skill. Have a get up, dress up routine that is non-negotiable. And soon it'll become a habit. And very, very quickly, Dr. Caroline Leaf, who's a neuroscientist, she will tell you it takes 63 days to create a new habit. 63 days, that's nothing. That's absolutely nothing. Okay, so when it comes to style, yourself is the rock, the foundation upon which we stand, upon which we live, okay? You build upon that confidence. Confidence is a muscle, okay? The more you build it, the stronger it's going to get. Self-confidence is a muscle. There's many things you can do. Action is, apart from your faith, action, and by the way, faith without action is dead. So taking action is the most powerful confidence booster you can take. Personal style is another major confidence booster. So these 3 together, your self-esteem, your self-confidence, and the power of personal style, it is a game-changing recipe. Mr. Tony Robbins himself says, change your posture and your focus, and you will change your mindset. You don't change your mind first. I shared a picture recently, a number of times on social media, about 24 hours apart. The one day this year where I thought, screw it, I'm not going to dress up. I don't have the energy. I'm not going to do it. And then the next day, my usual get up, dress up routine. You know the difference between my productivity and my profit in that 24 hours? It is mind-blowing. It's mind-blowing. I don't know if I got the picture. I might show you. 12 years of single life, said Karen. I'm never going to meet anybody. Changed one thing. Changed how she dressed. She got married a year and a half later. Beautiful Larissa, who was beating on her body her whole life, used to beat her fists against her thighs so much that she hated her body, had tried every diet out there, lost 31 pounds. When she got into Dress to Connect and decided, I'm going to flip the switch. I am going to say I love my body at a time when I don't. This is in my training program. And this is not a weight loss program, by the way. This is Larissa today. 31 pounds down and a certified coach and helping other people in their lives, doing what you wanted to do. The world recruits and rewards confidence and excellence. It's why you need to have an established get up, dress up routine. It's why you need to reboot your closet, and I will show you how. Look at this beautiful Stella, from overlooked to corporate leader. She looks like a university student on the left. No wonder they weren't taking her seriously. They used to treat her like a kid, like a 16-year-old. Not anymore. Look at this beautiful woman, Lubna, from people pleaser to finally prioritizing herself again, traveling. There's some elephants in the background when she was with us in South Africa a couple of years ago. We are not designed to help everybody else and forget about ourselves. That is not how it works. You have to get up, dress up, put your oxygen mask on first, and then go from there. Change your closet, change your life. All of these women made one change, and that was basically what they wore. And it's the little things that make a big difference. Like this beautiful girl, if you have broad shoulders, I'm going to show you about body shape in a minute, but if you've got broad shoulders, you don't want to be wearing wide or boat neck necklines. It's going to make it even broader. So all we did here is bring in some square necklines into her closet, putting her hair up. Look at that. No makeup on. Just a little bit of foundation on the right-hand side and a touch of lipstick, a square neckline, same skinny jeans, same girl, same hair, put some sunnies on top, and look at that. Complete and utter difference. You care about how people look, and here's the thing, they have an opinion about you too. And clothes cognition is a proven science. And so if you're hearing this message now or you're catching it on replay, I want you to work with that science. Why? It's going to make you more money. It's going to make you feel more beautiful and more confident. You will have the courage to go and do the things you want to do. It will change your life. How do I know this? Well, let me introduce myself. If we haven't met, my name is Linda. I'm a redeemed, fear-free, control freak, and perfectionist. I grew up in a very violent environment. I had a tumultuous childhood. I had several different people who raised me, and all of them but one were abusive. I didn't have an alcoholic father. I had 4. I was raised in various homes between the age of 4 and 12. In fact, I've lived in 74 different homes. I do not recommend it. Has it made me resilient? Oh, yes. There's nothing I can't do. That's what I believe. I was molested at the age of 13, having just turned 13. I went to work at 17 and was told, here you go, here's $50, good luck. And I had no job, no home, no money, no car, no clue, no education. And I needed something. Boy, did I pray. I'm like, Lord, you've got to give me something. And what I wore got me in the door. Before I started work at 17, I started looking around at how do women dress? Successful women who've got a car and money, what are they wearing? This is clearly not me at 17. This is in London. But what I wore got me in the door. I started training my eye on what colors and how do I wear it. I can't buy all of those things. So how do I mix and match with a little bit in my closet? Okay, so this is basically where the whole formation, and it was a teacher at the age of 9 who inspired my passion for fashion. And from there, I started working on my self-esteem and my self-confidence. It's been a journey I've been on for a long time, and you have to understand this about your personal style. It's a journey. You don't ever arrive at, oh my gosh, yay, yes, this is right, because you are ever evolving, you are changing, your body's going to change, your mind is going to change. Where you are at 42 and 53, then 64 is not the same kind of woman. But it's an 80-20 concept. When you have the basics in place that I'm going to show you today, you will be able to evolve your closet and your style as your body and your mind evolve. So practically, that's what I do. I teach women how to build a beautiful wardrobe customized to their body and their lifestyle in 90 days. You can finish what you started. It's very possible. But secretly, here's the magic. I help them to fall in love with the woman in the mirror. That right there is the game changer. When you get that right, especially if you've been through some hard things, let me tell you something. Your whole world will change. Your whole life will change. If you want to be taken seriously, you need to learn to dress on the outside in a way that reflects the woman on the inside. The evidence is everywhere. So at number 4, I'm going to show you the 5 body shapes. We don't have time to go into everything, but I am going to show you a couple of body shapes and you can see where you are. All right, so keep your chat box open. If you have questions, let me know. Otherwise, could you please just give me a thumbs up so far? Let me know you can hear me. Let me know you can see me. Open up your chat box or just send some emojis, please, because it's really hard when I can't see your faces. Let me know that we are still on track and that you can see and hear everything. Great. Okay, super. Got it. Lovely. Hello, Colleen. Good to see you here. Still in your PJs, you woke up late? Miss Colleen. Okay, but I like your honesty. Thank you so much. Okay, the 5 body shapes. What it means to highlight your best bits. Here are the 5 ladies. I have renamed them because, for goodness sake, how do you make an apple feel sexy? We are not pieces of fruit or pieces of meat. This is not what I don't like is bodies that are like super tall, skinny. But anyway, I had my designer do this some years ago and it came out. I'm like, you know what? Not everybody looks like this, but the shapes are accurate, okay? It's the shape and not the size that I want you to focus on. So Kate, which is the hourglass. Why Kate? Well, I had to put a K in front of the H, which is an hour figure, the hourglass. And so I called her Kate. Why is she the ideal shape? You've got to ask yourself that question because you want substance and movement and depth. You've got shoulders and it goes into the waist, it comes out at the hips, goes in at the knees and comes out so that there is balance and proportion. There is depth, there is substance there. You can work with that far more than you can, for example, if you are the former rectangle, the dynamite, okay? Because you're still dynamite if you are a rectangle shape. It's straight up and down, and so you want to create lines and angles. Stuff like this is really good for a dynamite shape. I'm not dynamite, but it does. This is good for dynamite because you're highlighting the shoulders, you're coming in, and you're going to highlight the bottom by wide leg pants. But let me give you a couple of examples. There you've got beautiful. This is the former pair. You have a full booty, okay? It's a beautiful booty, so work with it by highlighting the top. I'll show you now. Then you've got the former inverted triangle, which I call the warrior, because all women are warriors. And then you've got the former apple, which is all heart. So let's take the dynamite, for example. I have quite a few clients who are recently, the last month or so, carrying a lot of weight, but they've got that straight up and down shape. Here's what you do. It's very simple. You work with your shape and you emphasize your shoulders, okay, and your neck area and your décolletage area. And then you come in at the waist and then you're going out again. So you're wearing, when you are carrying extra weight, a lot of women do not want to wear flared pocket skirts or wide leg pants, or you have to try it. A lot of women who are carrying extra weight, either have a flat tummy but a really big booty, or a flat booty and a big tummy, or a bit of both. It is shape and not size we're looking at here, okay? So if you are straight up and down, you want to wear big collars, you want to emphasize your shoulders. How do I dress for a combination body shape, Rebecca? So you're a Kate originally, but now midsection is heavy. So Kate originally still, so same thing, okay? So if you have got the Kate shape, then you have shoulders, okay? You've got the waist. Even if you're carrying more around your midsection, you're going to find that you do still have your waist and you're going out at your hips. So what you don't want to do, Rebecca, is cover up with more bulk fabric, okay? Because women tend to wear bigger sizes and that actually makes you look bigger. So you want to continue. What do you want to do? You want to take the focus off your midsection, right? So you're going to wear, you're going to accentuate your shoulders. You want to wear strong collars on your neck, okay? And it's not just about the fabric it's about the color as well. It's about the color up here. It's about the detail. This is anglaise, for example. This sits really nicely. You don't want to necessarily hide your upper arms if you've got upper arms. Because sometimes when you wear long sleeve things, it actually accentuates your upper arms. Okay, so what you want to continue doing, Rebecca, is highlight your shoulders. Wear things that are going to tell the eye, when you wear something, you tell my eye where to go. For example, if I'm wearing this, I'm telling your eye to go to my shoulders. When I tuck in this blouse and I tuck it into my pants and I put in a nice, soft, broad belt around that, Rebecca, and then I'll wear pants that are wide leg, nicely fitted, loose, but wide leg, structured and tailored, wide leg. Then I've got from the shoulders in and out. And then you've still got your beautiful Kate shape, okay? Don't hide your midsection under a whole lot of extra fabric. It just makes you look 3 times bigger. Here's the straight up and down again. Have a look by Estela's example. Beautiful body, straight up and down. Look at how highlighting her shoulders makes her waist look much smaller. Can you see that? By wearing high-waisted pants. This happens also, Rebecca, and you've got to try them on, okay? Here's the secret that most women are not prepared to make. Are not prepared to do, and that's invest the time. They want the results, they want to look good and feel good, they want to be stylish and well put together, but will not invest the time. If you want to differentiate yourself, this is going to sound so simple, but if you want to differentiate yourself in your industry, in your company, in your firm, as a leader, as a businesswoman, as someone who's going to attract more clients, invest the time and the money and the effort to build a beautiful closet. Learn your body shape. It's going to take you under 3 months. Some people do it in 6 weeks, depending on what kind of lifestyle you've got. But if you want to be conservative and you're busy like most women are, and you get into Dress to Connect, it's 90 days from start to finish. From where you are right now to having every single skill that you need, from hair, makeup, shoes, brows, lips, foundation, bikinis, swimsuits, your body shape, capsule wardrobe, the works. That's how I built it. It's 90 days. Investing the time is what's going to give you the result. So let's have a look at beautiful, okay? If there is someone here who has a big booty, this is your body, okay? Work with it. Do I believe you have 2 options? You can either go to gym or get into some kind of exercise routine and you can lose that extra weight. And it's not always easy, by the way. I don't know about you, but when I went through menopause a couple of years ago, it came hard and fast, and it kind of went out when I changed my diet and I changed my lifestyle. But let me tell you something. It was horrendously difficult to lose even 2 pounds. I'm going to tell you that a couple of years ago, I even tried Ozempic. I got so desperate just to shed some weight. I do not recommend it. I got so constipated on Ozempic I was almost on it for 2 months. So we had to do like a once a week injection, which, by the way, I can't stand needles. But we get desperate, right? I'm not here to tell you that I've got everything together, and I don't believe in a perfect polished presentation. I believe that as women, we do our best, but we go through some stuff, man, that makes life hard. And then, add to that menopause and everything else. And I don't recommend that, is what I'm saying. What I am saying is get yourself into a proper, healthy exercise regime. And we have to be doing weight training and strength training when we get into our mid-40s and older. In fact, early 40s would be best. I only started pretty much in my early 50s. But you want to be doing weight training because that is a game changer. We can talk about things with a lot more detail in our community. You can send me a message, or if you're in Dress to Connect, this is what I do. I have these conversations with women, in school.com, which is our community for Dress to Connect, and answering one-on-one questions like this. How do we do this? How do I get that in place? Where do I go? I'm so overwhelmed. I can help you with that. You're so welcome, Rebecca. And stay for more, okay? Because I'm going to be showing you some pieces that are going to be flattering for your body shape as well. So you've got the beautiful shape, okay? So you can either lose the weight or you can work with it. You can do both. But if you have a larger butt, okay, if your derriere is more, blessed than the rest of your body, then work with that by highlighting the top. Instead of, what women do is they try and hide the bottom. You bulk up here, you make it look bigger, and they forget about the top. What you want to do is the following. You want to bring so you're telling my eye where to go now. Look at what this woman is doing. By bringing up her waist higher, she's telling our eyes to go higher, okay? Same with this wrap dress. So she's cinching her waist in higher. And Rebecca, this can work for you as well, depending on a couple of things. But when you cinch your waist in higher, this can be really good for you. Unless you are the former apple, which is the all heart shape, and you're carrying a lot of extra weight on your tummy, this kind of wrap dress at a higher waistline is excellent for you, Rebecca. And also, if you are going somewhere, it's a smarter occasion, Spanx, okay? Spanx is your best friend to smooth things out, and you will feel pulled in, nicely put together, accessorized, and you'll feel beautiful. Don't forget that bra fitting, all right? I can't tell you how many times I see a beautiful shape in a beautiful outfit, but what is going on lately? There are women that are going around with no bra, and they're not tiny either. They're like not wearing bras. 42-year-old beautiful woman I saw the other day here on the estate. We live in a very internationally sought after state, actually, and she's like swinging loose, man, like big time. Okay, she's got good boobs, but swinging loose in a t-shirt. I'm like, no, that's not okay. That's not okay. You do that at home with your man or whatever. I don't know, but it's not classy. You need to go for a bra fitting. You need to have the proper bra and wear something gorgeous. There is nothing wrong with feeling sexy, okay? Yes, Christian women are allowed to look sexy, damn it, but with a bra, please, okay? And rock those legs. If you have legs that are beautiful and you have been hiding them because you're carrying weight somewhere else, I can show you how to highlight your best bits. That might be your boobs or your chest area. It might be your arms. It might be your legs, but don't be in hiding. We want to highlight your best bits. So for example, I highlight my shoulders and I highlight my legs. I'm working on the middle. So I've lost a good, probably 28, 30 pounds. But my tummy's always been my challenge area. And so I'm working on that, but I'm not hiding it. I work with it, okay? And I highlight other areas. Here, for example, it's the little things, okay? So you want to bring your waist up a little bit. Rebecca, this is something you can try as well. High-waisted, beautiful bootleg jeans can be very, very flattering. Tuck in your cami and don't forget the belt. It's the little things that make a big difference. So with this beautiful shape, what she needs to do is love the bottom. It's there already. Now all you do is highlight the top. Look what she's done with the top of this dress. We're telling the eye to go up. If you take away the top of the dress and it just sits on her tight and flat, she will look bottom heavy. Can you see that? Same with this beautiful dress over here. Look at Harriet, okay? She looks much bigger on the left than she does on the right. And she has a beautiful shape. And now she's working with it. She's highlighting her shoulders. She's using color to bring out her amazing personality. This is a finance professional, okay? So don't let your industry determine and dictate what you wear. Step out. Look at that gorgeous shape. Okay, this is another beautiful woman that I love, a client of mine. So here, Monica is 53 pounds down. Again, this is not a weight loss program. 53 pounds when she started saying, I love my body, wearing the t-shirt at a time when she didn't want to say it. And she started learning about her body shape, started changing her mind about criticizing herself and being her own worst critic. 53 pounds down. Next tip number 5. This beautiful client of mine says to me, Liga, she lives in Europe, Linda, my husband is taking me on more dates since I started wearing red. Red is a powerful, biblical, beautiful color. This is something that I want you to incorporate into your personal style. Whether it is red lipstick, whether you are wearing nail polish, or whether you've got a pair of red heels, by the way, which I'm going to show you just now. Every girl needs a pair of red heels. Red communicates confidence. Elaine started wearing red. She went from 0 to hero, a little bit of lipstick, a little bit on the earrings, then, something on the purse. And then guess what happened? Years and years and years and years as a single woman, suddenly attract the attention of a man whose favorite color is red. I've surveyed over 400 men before, and guess what their favorite color is on women? Red. Then I surveyed a bunch of women and said, what color makes you feel bold and sexy and beautiful? Guess what they said? Red. Guess what's not in your closet? Okay, that's why this is here as a style tip, is get some red into your closet. It will boost t-shirt, jeans, tennis shoes, and a dash of red, and you go to the grocery store, watch what happens and how you get treated. Communicating confidence like Kate did and quadrupling her income after a painful divorce, and she changed one thing. She changed her closet and started dressing in a way that it communicated on the outside, the woman on the inside. That's why I always say, red, enough said. Doesn't matter if you are a homeschooling mom or the CEO of an international firm, red is a powerful, beautiful, essential color. Okay, then at number 6, we've got the capsule wardrobe. We are not going through the whole capsule wardrobe today. We don't have time for that, but I am going to be giving you, I've got a 30-piece recipe that says these are the basics, these are the essentials in these colors, and this is how you rebuild your closet from the ground up for years and years and years. I'm going to be giving you 7 pieces, okay? What is a capsule wardrobe? It is to your closet like a blueprint is for building a house. The basic building blocks, the foundation upon which you build something that you live in, that you live with every single day. It's that simple. So here are 7 pieces out of the 30 and how to wear them. All right, you've got the black t-shirt. A black or a navy tee is a staple. You're so welcome to screenshot any of these things, ladies. I'm more than happy for you to do that. So black or navy tee you need to have in your closet. You need a white collar shirt, a long or a short one, and we'll talk about that. You need a pair of bootleg jeans. I'm going to go into that. You need a trench coat if you are interested in establishing powerful personal style. This is a classic staple in your closet. You need a pair of nude heels, and they don't have to be high. You can have kitten heels as well. You need a pair of tennis shoes, white tennis shoes. They're not sneakers. They're not trainers. You don't go and work out in them. These are tennis shoes. You can have some detail on them, no problem. And you need a tote, okay? I just grabbed 7 and I thought, what are some of the most common, easy to work with, versatile pieces? And these are them. All right, so let's have a look. For example, you've got your trench coat on, you've got your black or your navy tee underneath, you've got your bootleg jeans on, you can put on some heels, grab your tote, and there you are in a nice fall outfit. Maybe it's getting cool where you are. It's between kind of summer and winter. And the trench coat, which is 3/4 in length, it is camel in color, and it is nice and tailored, and it fits your form. There is a trench for every single shape of body out there, and it can take a lot longer to find than any other piece. Bootleg jeans, bras, and trench are normally the things that take the longest, but man, when you get them, do they serve you well. So here's one ensemble, here's another, okay? Your black or your navy tee, bootleg jeans, you've got your white tennis shoes on, put your hair up in a ponytail if you want, or you can even put on your baseball cap, put on some lipstick, some earrings, and go and do your errand running or your grocery store, or you're going to the bank, whatever it is. You will be treated differently based on what you wear. Maybe here you've got your white collar shirt. Okay, so Rebecca, my love, when you are carrying a little bit of extra weight over your midsection, the temptation is to avoid any attention to your tummy, right? What can really work nicely, if you do have a beautiful pair of, again, nicely fitted bootleg jeans, and I'm going to go into that detail just now, a crisp white collar shirt that is a little bit longer. When you add that, now watch what we're doing. We're adding heels, we're adding a tote, and you're adding a long layer. Can you see now? You're going to tell the eye to go in. It's crazy, but these little things work. You're telling the eye to go in on layered lines that are coming in. You add a dash of red lipstick, and you have got a smart casual outfit where you don't feel like you are showing off your tummy and it's not tucked in. But there is a time where you want to tuck it in, depending again on your shape. Is it okay to wear a navy trench coat? Yes, my love. Hello, Christiana. It absolutely is. I used to have a navy one as well. It was shorter. I only got it because I only recently found the perfect trench coat. And I've been looking for over, 6 years for it, 7 years almost, because I left my one on the airplane. So of course it's okay to wear a navy trench, but it's not nearly as versatile as the camel color will be. Camel goes with white, it goes with navy, it goes with black, it goes with olive, it goes with all kinds of colors. Navy is a little harder. So of course you can, Christiana, but then you are limiting yourself. But then, so when you have the basic staple, this is how it works. When you have the trench coat in camel, then you can branch out into navy or into floral if you want, or something else. But do what you can to keep your eye open, Christiana, for that camel long 3/4. Nothing wrong with the navy. Do you suggest a specific color tote? Carol, good question. I do suggest that you go for either like a neutral or a camel or a tan color. Okay, so black is often everybody's choice. I find it quite hard sometimes because there's this black bag, and then sometimes you've got this beautiful, white outfit on with some olive and some gold jewelry, and there's always this black stock. So nothing wrong with black. Black will always be back. Black is a color. Sometimes people think that I'm anti-black because I'm all about bold color. No, black is a color. White is a color. Gray is a beautiful color. I love charcoal gray. But for your tote to be as versatile as possible, you want to make sure of two things: that it's more of a neutral color. So you want to go for like neutral / light tan / camel / that kind of area. It's nothing wrong with having some detail on it. For example, you can even go for something like this. This is a more casual tote, but you want to make sure that it's got a stable base, okay? That when you put your tote down, that it can stand by itself. Don't get one of those ones that falls over. It looks messy, it's irritating, so you want to make sure that it's got a stable base. What do you think about the trending shorter trench coat? Mercedes, here's the thing about trends. They come and go, okay? And it's actually not trending now. When you become a trend follower, the thing is, what happens when the trend is over? Then you've got a short trench coat. There's nothing. This is the difference between fashion and personal style. Fashion is there to inspire your personal style. When you become a trend follower, nothing wrong with being inspired by it, but when you follow the trends, you're going to end up with a closet full of clothes and nothing to wear, because trends come and go like this. It's called fast fashion, right? There's so many things that come out every season, before the season, after the season, that if you do what's out there, it's going to cost you a lot of money and time, and you're going to need a couple of rooms to be your walk-in closet. At the same time, like I said, don't not be inspired by it. If you like it and you want to, there's various versions, but I would definitely have the classic. A classic is so when you have a classic nude heel and the classic black heel and the classic, that's when you go and say, okay, now I want a red heel. Or when you've got the classic, and I'm going to get to this in a minute, when you've got the classic loafer, okay, the flat nude, the flat tan / nude shoe, then you might say, well, I want some hot pink now, okay? Nothing wrong with that, but you've got to get the classic first. Why? Far more versatile, far more easy to mix and match with and to create multiple outfits than this one. This is great, but this has got a lot more shelf life. And so once you have the staple in place, that makes mixing and matching a lot easier. Janet, I just purchased a brick burnt orange trench. The tan washes me out. Full winter are my staple colors: brown, brick, olive, and black. And my heel is dark camel. Great. Yeah, you're welcome, Mercedes. No problem. So also, when it comes to color, here's what I do, okay? I have a super simple strategy that is called 1, 2, 3 color me, because there are many color strategies out there that I find. By the way, you've got to go on, are your veins blue or are they green? And then, it can be confusing. So years ago, when I was a kid, I'm like, listen, I got to figure this out for myself. Here's what I do. If I want to wear red, I have a look at, should I wear an orange red or should I go for a berry red? Now, when it comes to my lips, actually an orange red, I'm using this because I'm a bit of a diehard for not wasting things. And so this is actually a bit darker on me than is ideal. A slightly more orange red is better on me. However, on clothing, a berry red is better than me on an orange red. So here's what I do. I have a look at red. Do I want to wear an orange lighter shade or the darker shade? Let's say I want to wear yellow. Should I go for the lighter, brighter sunshine yellow, or do I want to wear mustard? Mustard is better on me. And how do you know? The word of the day is play. Thank you, Chanel. Love the color throw of the lipstick. I love the color as well. But this is only as we get older, right? I've had darker colors like this for years, but the older I get, the grayer I get, the more I see, this dark color can be a bit heavy on me. So you want to, I don't restrict myself to wearing any color. I've also been told that I am a fall, but that means that I can't wear certain colors. I'm not okay with that. So I have a look at, am I going to wear, if I want to wear blue, is it a lighter, brighter turquoise, sky blue, or is it a navy? I love navy, but navy doesn't love me. And so it washes me out, you know, just like you say with the camel, Janet. So put it on your face, put it on your body. We have a community, by the way, where you can get some input. Remember, style is subjective, okay? If you ask 10 people for their opinions, you're going to get 10 different opinions. Someone's going to say, I love it, and someone's going to say, no, I don't think it works, which is why you need to train your eye, which is what this is all about. Okay, so here's what you want to do. So here's the heel, okay? So remember, you've got there in front of you, you've got the nude heel. Doesn't have to be high, can be high. Mine are super high, or it can be lower. I know all about difficult feet. I've had a bilateral bunion operation before, years ago. I've had plantar fasciitis, and I used to travel the world, and I've traveled 44 countries. I've had a corporate business before, and I used to be in heels, training and coaching senior teams on sales negotiation all over the world. So feet and shoes were a very, very big deal. Okay, I love the gray hair and the red lipstick. Thank you, my love. I appreciate that. Yeah, gray. Listen, it depends on where you are with your hair. We're going to talk about hair. Well, let's do it now. Your hair is such an important part of your personal style. I'm busy growing mine out. It's driving me a little bit crazy, but I'm going to see where I land. I used to have short little pixie, but you need to know what your vision is for your hair. If you've got beautiful hair, do something with it. So get online and spend some time and go and find out, you know, what do I do with really curly, wild, big hair? And don't type in your age. Okay, here is another thing. Don't type in your age. I think through the years as I age, my colors have appeared to change. It's so annoying. Yeah, I'll answer your question in a minute, Janet. When it comes to your hair or what to wear, don't type in what you wear for middle-aged or hairstyle for middle-aged. Don't do that, because suddenly everything changes. And you know, if you're the mother of the bride or mother of the groom, don't go and put there what to wear mother. Oh my gosh, it's so depressing. Have you seen what's out there? It's ridiculous. It's so fuddy-duddy. I've got clients who are like, they said, Linda, I've come back from seeing a stylist and this. I'm like, do you want to wear that? She's like, no, don't do that. My sister as well, when her son got married, I'm like, she's like, Linda, please. She lives in a whole different country. And the day before the wedding, we had to go and find her because she showed me and she was in tears. I'm like, you can't wear that. And she said, no. I said, okay, come on, let's go. Let's grab your bag. She looked gorgeous, off shoulder, beautiful floral jumpsuit for a beach wedding hat. She was stunning. That's how we should be looking. Okay. Through the years, as I age, my colors have appeared to change. They will, Janet. It's annoying. Okay, first of all, I don't want you to be annoyed by it, okay? I want you to work in unison with your body and say, okay, you're changing, I'm going to change with you. Your hair's changing, this is changing, let's work together. So number one, it's all here. That's what you're going to see in the mirror. You say, okay, it's changing, because guess what? If nothing ever changed, you probably would say, I'm so bored, it's so annoying, nothing changes. So as it changes, you're designed to ebb and flow, my love, okay? So let your body and your color change. Suggestions on wardrobe color during this time. Here's my suggestion. Don't lock yourself into you're a fall or you're a summer or I don't do that. I tried it years ago. It didn't work for me, which is why I don't do it. Are there mainly colors that work better for you? Absolutely. But don't lock yourself into a name of a style, like I am boho chic, or I am a fall, or I am a whatever it is. Okay, so Mercedes, there will be a replay. Yes, look out for it. But then if you're in the program, that's great. If you're not, you're going to miss the live offer. Okay, so make that decision. So Janet, you want to work with your body, okay? And then so that requires an open mind. Just keep an open mind for, maybe I need to change this. Maybe I need to try a different color. Maybe my hair needs to go gray. Maybe it doesn't. Some women must not. I went gray from an early age at 27. This is all gray. None of this is highlighted anymore. It saves me a lot of time and money. But when it comes to your hair, get online, have a look, type in, and just maybe you want to say layered hairstyle for very curly hair. And then if you find something and you love it, you want to find a hairstylist who knows what he or she is doing. Take a picture of what you want and take a picture of what you don't want. I'm going to say that again. Take a picture of what you want and take a picture of what you don't want. And work with that stylist, all right? Because that's really, really important, is to have a visual. Otherwise, you're going to end up wearing their vision for your hair. Okay, so here's the staple, okay? They are my high heels. By the way, Steve Madden, I love their shoes and I love their totes and I love their clutches. Then what I do is I'll go, okay, so here are my reds, okay? I decided years ago, well, now I've got the basic. I want a pair of red. This is Dune London, my two favorite. Let me type it in the chat box for you. For like 30 years now. Dune London is my favorite brand for shoes and for bags and purses and clutches. And then Steve Madden, I would say, is a close second for bags and shoes and clutches. All right. And then you might decide, okay, well, now I've got the basics. Now I want a pair of floral shoes. That's how you build your wardrobe. Get the staple, and then you start branching out. This is your staple, and then this is your personal style coming in elsewhere. Here, for example, is a white tennis shoe. So it can have a little bit of detail on it. That's absolutely fine. Maybe you've got the white tennis shoe now. And then I've got here are my sissy boys. I love them. They're platform. They've got some bling. They've got some detail. I've got about 4 pairs of tennis shoes. I've got gray. I've got white. I've got these. I think I've got one other. 2 pairs of white, actually. And now that I've done platform tennis shoes for so many years, I can't go back to flat tennis shoes anymore because it gives you the height without having to wear heels. They're absolutely great. So invest in the staple and then duplicate. This is tip number 7, my recommended brands. If you are wanting to know, well, where do I go for these things? Then let me just give you a very quick overview. For example, Mint Velvet, which is a global brand, is great for crop jackets and for your black tee. This is not the only place you can go. There's lots of places that you can go for that, Adidas and so on. River Island, if you are on a super, super tiny budget, they're good for wedge shoes and for flats and for clutches. The Buckle has got the best bootleg jeans I have yet to find in the world. They've got so many different styles and so many different options, and their quality is fantastic. I've had my bootleg jeans from the Buckle for years and years and years. Zara is best for blazers and BCBG, Max Azria for your white collar shirt, but you can also go to Forever New, you can go to Free People, you can go to French Connection. Mango is great for these. These are just good quality over quantity brands that you've got here. Witchery is great for your trench coat. I've also seen great trenches at Nordstrom and Nordstrom Rack, as well as Next. And Next, by the way, is very good. Next Direct or nextonline.com. They are a global brand, a UK brand, and it's for men, it's for women, and it's for kids. It's probably one of the biggest, most successful quality over quantity, affordable fashion retail brands out there in the world right now that have really been established over many, many years. You'll find what you're looking for, and you don't have to spend a fortune. Okay, now we're at number 8. Let me see how we're doing for time. We're okay. Oops, okay, we're going to pick up the pace a little bit. 3 flattering items for every single shape. Okay, let's go. The wrap dress. Maybe remember to bring it higher. There's a wrap for every single shape. Carrying extra weight, wear the belt higher. Okay, remember to highlight your shoulders. Floral is fine, but go for slightly smaller print than big bold print. And then you can screenshot this if you want to, ladies. You're very welcome to do that. Finish off the beautiful earrings, chunky bangles. Maybe put some nail polish on your toenails. Do your hair and makeup. You can wear it with flats if it's casual, wedges for smart casual, or wear with heels, red lips, and a clutch if it's a more formal outfit you're looking for. The next one is bootleg jeans. This is bootleg, okay? Quality black and a quality brown belt is also part of the capsule wardrobe. Leather. Go for regular or high-waisted. Try. Invest the time is what you want to do with bootleg jeans. A proper bootleg flares from under the knee, not above the knee, and it doesn't go straight, okay? It flares from under the knee. Check your length. You want it to hit the right length. You want to be able to wear it with your high heels or with your tennis shoes. And then you can also wear it with your heels, a blazer and a cami. I'll show you a couple of examples. Or you can wear it with your tennies and a t-shirt and your crossbody bag. Bootleg jeans are probably, bootleg jeans and the jumpsuit are my 2 favorite, most versatile pieces in my whole closet. And go for medium or dark denim. Light gray and black can often look a little bit scruffy. So here, for example, you've got your what I call the BBB, the beautiful billowy blouse. It's also a capsule wardrobe staple in my recipe. So there you've got a lovely outfit. Can you see how you can wear that with flats as well, or wedges? So there you've got one outfit over there. If you want to smarten it up a little bit, you can wear denim on denim. There's your denim shirt, also a capsule wardrobe staple. Here you've got your blazer, also a capsule wardrobe staple. So you can dress up and dress down. And if you want to go like lighter and brighter and it's too much denim, easy. Now you see how you've got your basic blazer. So I always say navy or black. Navy is best. That's also a capsule wardrobe. But if you want lighter and brighter, you just go for the same item. It's a blazer, but now lighter and brighter. Okay. The next one is your bodycon dress. Don't shy away from this just because you're carrying a little bit of extra weight. Spanx pants are your best friend. And look at the bodycon dress. Look at what it does for your shape. It can really highlight your shape nicely. Look at this one on the right. You're telling the eye to go from the outside in, then back out, creating waist, and back in again. She's actually got quite a straight a shape. She doesn't have a very defined waist, but look how much definition you're giving it. Okay, with Spanx underneath, this is a great option. I want you to go online and just play, okay? The word of the day is play. Go and try these things. So, number 9, and we're almost done, ladies. Stay with me. Dress to Connect is at number 9. This is the blueprint, okay? Going from a clutter closet full of clothes, yet nothing to wear, overwhelmed, not knowing what to wear differently and having fun, not even knowing how to have fun with fashion, to organized and simplified and systemized. This is Dress to Connect, okay? Confidence through the power of personal style. This is what we do here every single day. There's so many aspects to this program. We've had questions. How does it work and what does it cost? Very, very simply. These are the various things that we cover. Why? Because we are women. Time management, by the way, if that's something that you struggle with, this is something that I have mastered this year. I have become a drill sergeant when it comes to my schedule. And I've got some new tools in there that are absolutely life-changing. But there are so many things that are beyond just fashion in here. So what is Dress to Connect? It's a blended coaching program complete with tools, assignments, and weekly live coaching calls, as well as tech support for a total transformation. A pretty outfit is not going to change the problem. You need to do this from the inside out for life so that it's one and done. Who is it for? 2 kinds of women. I'm very passionate about the woman with the queen of low self-esteem is what I call her, who has just come from no self-esteem and just feels like she's been in hiding and wants to come out, because that is your call, is to arise and shine. I'm also very passionate about the woman who is bold, already well-dressed, ambitious, and wants to level up and make more money, get more passion, more power, and more purpose out of life, because that's what it's all about. How does it work? It's a live, interactive confidence and style system that provides community, accountability, and live mentorship. Technology is a brilliant thing. Don't ever catch yourself saying, I'm not very tech. Then you won't be very tech, okay? It's very, very simple tools. We talk about hair, makeup, brows, shoes, confidence on camera, confidence on stage. Don't be one of those women who says, shies away from the camera. No, remember, the world rewards confidence and excellence. I'll teach you how to partner. It's a proven total transformation system, powerful accountability, like-minded community where you'll have amazing women around you, and expert mentorship. What you get is nearly 4 decades of what I have learned about self-confidence, self-esteem, and the power of personal style. So you get me, okay? What's different about this program? It's the only faith-based confidence and style program of its kind on the planet. You get lifetime access to the coaching program. There is daily community accountability and support. And then there is the new Your Partner in Time training, if you're always on the back foot, and what is the one emotion that comes up when I say the word time? The emotions normally are, there is not a lot of it, or I'm on the back foot, or I'm always running out of it. And that's because your mindset, your partnership with time needs to change, and I can help you with that. Rebecca, I've learned that I'm a COVID shy person. Rebecca, I'm going to challenge you, my love. Shy is a lie. Shy means to hide. If you go and do a word study, I did it years ago. There is nothing wrong with being quiet and introverted, but shy is a different thing. Now, I would love that conversation with you. You get a copy of my Spirit of Beauty, which actually sells separately. Okay. You get personal branding, sales negotiation, and faith in fashion training. You won't find this in any other program. And then you get self-esteem, self-confidence, and personal style. I'm an award-winning sales negotiator when we still had our corporate coaching business. You need to learn how to negotiate, okay? The very, very, very first thing that you need to learn to do when it comes to your confidence is ask for more. Notoriously, women in business are shown as, this is the PON, the Project on Negotiation at Harvard, are shown as always asking for less than men do. And we're not in a race or a competition with men. I don't believe in that at all. But you need to ask for more. So I've got 36 years of business experience across 44 countries and this is a multifaceted program addressing all the confidence, style, body, and beauty skills you need to level up, to reconnect with the woman in the mirror. Oh, okay. And as a style coach, I've got a Guinness World Record in confidence as well. I broke the Guinness World Record in 2002 for the most bungee jumps in 1 hour, 23. That required mental focus and confidence at a next level. Why? Because I was finding I was cruising and I wanted to challenge myself to the next level. Did it work? Yes, it did. So this is a total transformation package from the inside out. Here's the price. Wait, it's not going to stay there. It's $2,795 for all of that for lifetime access. But because you're here today, you are going to get a reduced price. I did bring it down to 2,495, and then this morning I thought, you know what? I want to make it a no-brainer for you. I want to make it so that you get it at 1,995. For 1,995 on this webinar only, you get everything that I've shown you, the 3 months access to me, you get the Faith in Fashion, the capsule wardrobe, and you get my help as well throughout the week, and you get me helping you from zero to hero, how to build a beautiful wardrobe on a budget. 1,995. I am going to grab the link for you, and the link is going to be in your chat box. Okay, so if you want to grab the link, it's only going to be available to you here. I'm going to open it back up again and then put it into your chat box. So give me a minute. Here is the chat box. Where is it gone? Let's go share it back again. All right, so there it is there. Give me a second, 1 sec. Thank you for your patience. Let's go back over here. Tell me when you can see what I'm seeing again, please, so that you can see the slides. Just give me a thumbs up when you get it. Not yet. Just show me when you can see it, please. So, okay, give me some thumbs up when you can see it. I don't have a thumbs up. Yes, you can. Okay, great. All right, super. So here it is in your chat box. Here's the link. That is for the Dress to Connect program at 1,995. Not 2,795, not 2,495, but 1,995. Ladies, it's a no-brainer. If you're catching this on replay, it's a no-brainer. You spend far more money shopping and getting, when you go to Walmart, the stuff that goes in from the sunnies to the flip-flops to the scarf to the, you have no idea how much you spend in a lot. I can tell you that when you're in the program, you'll be shocked at where your money goes. Forbes, BBC, Statista.com, these guys know exactly. I do my research as well. So Jamie, thank you, Mana. This is the best investment you'll ever make. Jamie is one of our beautiful clients. 1,995 is a no-brainer. The chat box is open. There's the link again. If you are catching this on replay, then you will find that there is an email that's gone to you because you've registered, and you will get the link there, okay? It's available for 1 hour after this webinar, for 1 hour only. I will help you to start and finish this course. My beautiful clients. Thank you, Colleen. I appreciate that. So listen, I know you start things and you don't finish them. You will finish this course. Okay, if I've got anything to do with this, too many women out there not finishing it. Mercedes, this is the payment plan, my love. It's 1,995. If you say to me, Linda, I absolutely am serious about doing this, and please, I need you, then you can email me, okay? Linda@LindaPaige.com. Then you can give me a little bit of motivation as to why you need help, and because I am very for women who are serious about doing it, but maybe you need to pay it over 2 months, send me an email, Linda@LindaPaige.com, and we can have a conversation. Everything is negotiable. The 1,995 is a no-brainer, okay? I will help you to start afresh with, what tops do you need? What pants do you need? What dresses do you need? What jackets do you need? What shoes do you need? And accessories, okay? Where do I find that? I signed up a year ago, but I need to do and finish the course. Yes, Rebecca, I know you signed up a while ago. Okay, this is the thing. So I said, women are not prepared. Rebecca, you're a wonderful example. Thank you. Women are not prepared to invest the time. This is it. Remember, I said that up front. This is a great example because you want the results. And then, so where's Rebecca now? She's back a year later in the same position. Julie, how much is that in GBP, my love? Let's see. 1,995. Don't have my glasses on right now. In GBP is going to be 85. Hang on a second. No, it's not. 1,995 USD in sterling is going to be 148. So call it 1,400. It's almost 1,500 pounds. Julie, you're not going to get anything out there better than this, my love. And I'm very confident about my program. 1995 USD or $1,490, 90 pounds in GBP and sterling. Okay. So these are my clients. If you want to get more confidence and get on stage and get speaking and get behind the podium, I will help you to do that. If you want to meet like-minded women, these are beautiful women who came out and joined us in South Africa. We've done 3 annual retreats like this. It is such a blessing to do work and to do life with women like this. I mean, just incredible. This is what you will find you are surrounded by, is like women who are getting up, dressing up. Linda, I don't have the time. My love, this is why you need the program. Your partner in time training is part of this program now. I will show you that you actually have plenty of time. You are given the same 24 hours as I have, same as somebody else who's got 4 kids and running 2 businesses. There is a way to shift your partnership with time. Okay, I need to talk to my husband, no problem. That's why I'm making this available for 1 hour after this program as well, after this webinar. I absolutely respect that. You know how to track him down, give him a call or go and have a chat with him. It's 1995 down from 2795 from this webinar only. I need to think about it. My love, no, you don't. What more do you need to think about? Look at Rebecca, signed up a year ago, and here she is still with the same questions in the same position. In fact, here's my guarantee. What guarantee do you offer? Here's my guarantee that you are going to be like Rebecca, whom I love, who is, and it's a personal thing. That's okay, Rebecca, and I can help you, okay? I'm here to help you. But if you don't invest the time, the money, and the action in yourself today, my guarantee is you're going to be not in the same place. You're actually going to go backwards. You're going to go in reverse. Because what happens? People and technology and opportunities continue without you, and you actually go in reverse. You go back, okay? I'll check my budget, talk to my husband, love your theories, love how you empower women. Great, Janet, that's no problem. You have 1 hour after the ending of this webinar, okay? So anybody who has been on the webinar, who signs up, then we've got someone in the back office who's just checking on who was on and who is signing up at that link. That's available to you for 1 hour. I completely respect that you need to talk with your husband. Other than that, Rebecca, you've on the most encouraging woman. Thank you, my love. I appreciate you. And I'm really glad that you're here. Really appreciate your words and you. Anything is possible. It doesn't matter what's happened in the past, okay? It matters what we do today to become the women we need tomorrow. Okay, so there is the link again, 1995. That is for today. If you're catching this on replay, then you have the same rules apply. Okay. Do you have any ladies in the UK done? Yes, Julie, absolutely. It's just that I've been working with the US for so long. It's not that I don't target women in the UK. We've got a good few ladies in the UK. I used to live in the UK for 17 years, by the way. I can tell you exactly where to go and what to wear. I used to live in Surrey. Yes, you want to just get in, Julie. Okay, don't even think about it, love. Just get in, get it done, and then you and I get going. Okay, so finishing off here. There's only one thing standing between your status quo and that confident, bold, beautiful tomorrow, like this gorgeous girl who went from a 2 out of 10 to a 7 out of 10 on the confidence scale, and that's action. Tony Robbins, once again, action is the most important key to any success. It's time to come out of hiding. It's time to love your body. Here's Karen, for example, Julie. She is in the UK. She's been a client for a very long time. I've probably got half a dozen clients in the UK, I would say, across the UK. Beautiful Christian who used to dress down because she didn't want to outshine anybody else. And I said to her, I've got news for you, honey. If you're worried about dressing up and dimming somebody else's light, you ain't that powerful. Only he can dim her light. Only she can dim her light. You dial it up. This is your time. This is your call to arise and shine. Look at this beautiful woman, gone into retirement and is about to launch her own YouTube channel. Okay, she's not retiring her beauty or her energy or her value. If you're a big fish in a small pond and you're doing well, my love, it's time to level up. Anybody can be a big fish in a small pond. Going from, like Patty did, from petrified of stage to taking TEDx stage and winning new business as a result by changing what you wore. And beautiful Ruth, doing really, really well professionally and promoted to the international C-suite. And to be rewarded, okay, with what you are, what you've built and the value that you bring. So If you've learned a little bit in, okay, an hour and 14 minutes, can you imagine if we had 3 months together? Can you imagine what we could achieve in your life? You are a great investment to make. It'll be the best investment you ever make. And by the way, if anybody was paying attention, we got to number 9, and here's number 10. Bonus tip is go and get the book Turkeys and Eagles. You will be blown away. It's a thin little book. You'll read it easily. You are not designed to blend in. I will teach you how to go from feeling frumpy and frustrated and hiding and covering up, not to being the center of attention, but to being the center of influence. That is what it's about. If you have any questions, you're so welcome to put them into the chat box. Here is the link again if you would like it for the 1995. If you are catching this on replay, you would have received the link in your email. If you have any questions at all, here's my email address again. Just message me directly, linda@lindapaige.com. I'm very, very happy to answer your questions. But by whatever you do, invest in yourself, take action, do it today. There's nothing else to think about. You've been thinking about this for long enough. The science is out there, and the women in our community will rally around you, and they have the results. When you change what you wear, you change what you see in the mirror, you change your level of productivity and your profit, and the rest is history. And then you start feeling beautiful again. Then you'll start losing weight like Larissa did, and like Monica did, and like a bunch of other women did. Why? Because you'll go from being your biggest critic to being your greatest encourager. You have no business, you and I have no business being out there leading other women, especially other women, but leading people if we are critical of the woman in the mirror. That's not authentic. That's not trustworthy. It starts with the woman in the mirror. And I'm here for you, and I'm here to champion you on. You will not find on the planet a more passionate, committed coach and stylist than me to see you looking beautiful, walking out your front door, knowing that you nailed it every single time. All right, so linda@lindapaige.com. You've got the link. There it is again. Do me a favor, invest in yourself because you're worthy, damn it, okay? You've invested in everybody else. It's time for you. It's good for business. It's good for your mindset. It's good for marriage. By the way, there is fashion in the bedroom training in the program. The men's capsule wardrobe is in there as well. If you've got a husband or a son who can benefit, there's so much in there because you're worthy and you're called to arise and shine. Mwah. Lots of love to you, and I'll catch you on the other side.